Stop giving people a second chance. Life is not a game where you can endlessly reset. It's not a dress rehearsal. Every moment you give away to someone who has already demonstrated their disregard for you is a moment you will never get back. And you have to ask yourself, how much of your life are you willing to waste on those who don't respect it? How much of your dignity, your self-respect, your ambition, are you going to sacrifice at the altar of someone else's irresponsibility? People show you who they are. Pay attention. If someone has betrayed your trust, if someone has made it abundantly clear that they do not value you, that they do not take responsibility for their actions, then it is not your duty to rehabilitate them at your own expense. It is your duty to yourself to step away, to draw the line, to recognize that not everyone deserves your patience, not everyone deserves your kindness, and certainly not everyone deserves a second chance. Forgiveness and understanding are important, but they are not infinite wells from which others can draw without limit. If someone burns you once, fine. Perhaps they were unaware, perhaps they were careless, perhaps they made a mistake. But if they do it again and you let them, that's on you. Because at that point, you have been warned. You have been shown beyond a shadow of a doubt that this person does not value you enough to change. You are not a bottomless pit of charity. You are not a never-ending source of patience. And if you think you are, then you will find yourself drained, depleted, and resentful. Resentful not just of them, but of yourself. Because deep down, you'll know you allowed it to happen. Deep down, you'll recognize that you have been complicit in your own suffering, and that is a heavy burden to bear. Do you know that that's not true? So you have to realize deeply who you are when you are swim burdened. People must earn their place in your life. They must demonstrate that they are worthy of your time and your trust. And if they have squandered that, if they have taken your kindness and twisted it into an excuse for their own irresponsibility, then you owe them nothing, absolutely nothing. Because the moment you start believing that you owe someone a second chance simply because they ask for it, you set yourself up to be used, to be manipulated, to be taken advantage of time and time again. Stop giving people a second chance when they've done nothing to deserve it. Stop assuming that their apology, their regret, their momentary shame is enough. It's not. Words are cheap. Anyone can say, "I'm sorry." Anyone can shed a few tears. But who are they now? What have they changed? Have they demonstrated that they understand what they did? Have they proven that they are willing to be better, to act better, to take responsibility? Have they shown through their actions, not just their words, that they deserve another opportunity? Because that's what this comes down to. Responsibility. People who do not take responsibility for their actions will not change. They will continue as they are, because why wouldn't they? If there are no consequences, if there is always another chance, then why would they ever feel compelled to improve? They won't. They'll keep doing what they've always done because they know they can get away with it. And if you let them, you are teaching them that they don't need to change, that they don't need to grow, that their behavior is acceptable. You teach people how to treat you. And if you keep forgiving without demanding growth, if you keep excusing without expecting accountability, then you are teaching them that they can walk all over you, that they can use you as a doormat for their failures, their mistakes, and that's not virtuous, that's not noble, that's not kind, that's weak. And weakness invites further exploitation. If you refuse to draw boundaries, if you refuse to enforce consequences, then you will be taken advantage of again and again, because there are people in this world who do not care about your well-being. There are people in this world who will see your kindness as an opportunity, who will see your forgiveness as a weakness, who will exploit your generosity for their own gain. If you want to be strong, if you want to be someone whose presence commands respect, then you must be willing to walk away. You must be willing to say, no, you had your chance, you made your choice, and now you will live with the consequences. This isn't cruelty. This isn't vengeance. This is reality. This is how the world works. Actions have consequences. And if you refuse to enforce those consequences, then you are complicit in the destruction of your own self-worth. You are allowing others to dictate value, and that is unacceptable. It is not your job to save people from themselves. It is not your responsibility to give endless chances to those who squander them. Your responsibility is to yourself, to your own growth, to your own integrity, to your own well-being. So stop giving people a second chance when they have shown you who they are. Stop betraying yourself for the sake of people who would not do the same for you. Walk away and spend your time and your energy on those who deserve it, on those who value it, on those who value you. Because the truth is, you don't have infinite time, you don't have infinite energy, you don't have infinite patience. And every moment you spend on someone who has proven that they do not deserve a place in your life is a moment you could be spending on something meaningful, on something that matters, on people who truly care about you, who truly respect you, who truly value you, who wishes for you to grow, who wishes for you to aim, who wishes for you to have the possibility of the future and to choose right for yourself, not me. Choose wisely, because your time is precious, and once it's gone, you can never get it back, and that is the ultimate cost of misplaced loyalty, your own future. Invest your energy in those who uplift you, in those who inspire you, in those who are willing to walk the path of accountability and integrity with you, because those are the people who will make your life richer, deeper, and more fulfilling. And that is where your loyalty should lie.